Luke and Samo just have to get through main training this week to be available for the weekend. All have progressed through their respective rehabilitation programs. Unfortunately, TB felt a grab in his hip in captain's run, so with the timing just prior to the weekend's game, it's going to be too tight for this weekend, so we're looking at TB returning after the bye. So Elijah is progressing through the protocols, feeling really good today, so he'll commence some light aerobic activity later in the week and then progress through the next couple of weeks through the protocol stages. Bunga came off the ground and just had some awareness in his right hamstring. On testing there was some signs. He's recovered really well earlier in the week, but he will miss this weekend. Jamo, we're just working through. He's had some hip awareness. He's had some various scans and got some further testing to do in that regard middle of this week, but that'll rule him out for this weekend. Unfortunately for Connor, he sustained quite a high-grade medial ligament injury, which he's got a surgical opinion for, and it does require surgery, so he'll have that later in the week and then get stuck into his rehab once he's had that done. So Jordan, he reported some hamstring tightness early in the week, first session after the game that he played in the waffle, and subsequently had a scan and does show a low-grade hamstring strain, so he'll miss a couple of weeks with that. Kobe Bergil has had a couple of recurrences of a hamstring, and scans have shown that the tendon is involved, and so he'll get in. He's been in to see the surgeons, and he'll have that surgically repaired to prevent the scarring from tearing again, which seems to be the problem. Tom Cole and Jamie Cripps are in that phase of their rehab where they're doing a power of running work and coping with that really well, which is great, and they're working through change of direction and kicking, and then we'll fold into some football progressions over the bye period, so really important phase for those two. Jack's been an absolute pro in looking after his arm, and so he's actually pushing to play this weekend, so he's going to get through training later in the week, and then he might be a chance to play against Adelaide. Harry is making slow but steady progressions off his groin abdominal strain, but it hasn't settled to the point where we're going to start him comfortable for him to start running, so we just let that settle down, and then he'll start his run build and then work through his football progressions from there, so we're still waiting for him to calm down enough for that. Jeremy's done a couple of weeks of his higher speed running and big game-like sessions with his running output, which is great. So he's got another week or two of that to put his hand up to play after the bye. Nick will see a specialist as we attempt to gather as much information as we can to make a decision on the next steps about the management of his Achilles. When we have more information, we'll provide a further update.